I'm just trying to work here with what I've got. Okay, so that is Ryder. I thought that was Ryder at 8 months because when I look at his 9 months, I can't really say tradition that I'm going to obviously stick with. I made Bentley's cakes. And
do you really want me to answer that?
Table food labels, whatever you want to call them, yesterday. I finished them yesterday, so I'm...
Oh, pretty, Harper. Is it?
Just a few more to go, and then we can get on to the cake. I have had 2 attempts of printing these off already, obviously way too big, but I don't think they're going to get wasted because I figured I could even sort of stick them around on the table or make little party decor things out of them one way or another. My husband might even come up with an idea because he's pretty creative and smart with things like this as well. So yeah, but 2 attempts of getting them like cupcake topper size. Okay, that actually looks better than I thought it was going to be. The banner from Temu, but I don't know what happened here. I forgot the 6 months. So I'm going to have to go back to Officeworks and print that one. But yeah, I actually think it looks really quite good. And then I've just got to put the rope through it. But yeah, happy with that actually. And then this one was obviously on the different angle, so I'm just going to trim it to fit in the middle. So Colvin's just woken up now. He wants to come for a drive with me to the cheap shops to have a look for the green trees, sort of things that I want for cake decorations for the top of the cake. So I baked the cakes. I need another box cake mix, so I need to pick that up when I'm out because they're a little bit short still, so I need to build them up. But I'm actually really happy with this photo banner from Temu. At the start when I looked at it before opening it up, I wasn't very impressed with it, but looking at it here like this with the photos, still got to put the rope through. But yeah, I think it's actually pretty good. I'm pretty happy with it. But like I said, I forgot to print out his 6-month photo. I don't know how that happened, but I have to go back to Officeworks and get that one. But yeah, we're pretty well on a roll. Like I haven't really stopped today. 25 past 11, so that's pretty good going, I think. But yeah, I'll just keep going for the rest of the day. I'm hoping to get in a quick workout this afternoon though, before I pick up the kids. So we'll see how we go for that. I've got the cakes done there. That's gonna be like the two, and obviously icing's gonna go in between here. That one didn't rise as much as I had liked, but so 2 of them, and then we've got medium size there, and then I've got another one that size coming in the oven. I just picked up this the other day, it came up, because what I did have in mind is also making a cake in this. I still need to put the icing in this and put it in the oven, but then sort of have sitting there, and obviously it's going to be iced, decorated icing in between each layer, that diameter shape, and then 1 or 2 of these, might be 2 of these, so it'll sort of go up. So yeah, but like I said, with Harper's cakes in the past, I could never imagine it just by looking at that, but then seeing it. So this time tomorrow, it's 2 o'clock here now, this time tomorrow they'll be iced, should be looking a lot better, fingers crossed for it. But I did end up picking up, well, Kelvin actually suggested getting a red velvet one, because the red velvet's really yum, especially Betty Crocker, delicious. So Harper loves the cupcakes that I make out of this as well. Thought we'd go a red velvet. What a day, let's just say. Go. Like usually my days are go, but this is a different sort of go. So like I said, it's 2 o'clock, Kelvin's just left now to go to the gym and then work. So I ended up finding some of the sort of fake greenery I wanted for Ryder's cake, so I'll show you that here. And there was a huge muddle up on my behalf as far as Ryder's photo banner goes, so I actually didn't have his 6 month, so I have to take the 8 month, which I thought was him at 6 months, and swap them around. So I got his 6 and 8, I think it is, muddled up, but I reprinted off the correct one that I needed, the correct photo of him for that month. So I'm going to fix that. I've still got to string it all together, all of that, so I need to get moving because I still would like to get in that little workout, half an hour workout before I pick up the kids. We went to Prayer Co. I wanted to get a candle from there. I haven't had a candle, like a candle for home for ages, so I just got, they're so delicious, like smelling, their candles. This one smelled amazing, and I think they're $30, $29, so a pretty good price for the size. And it's Thai, lime and mango. This just smelled like so different and lovely. And how cute are the jars, just absolutely gorgeous. So I had to pick up one of them because I hadn't had a candle in so long. Kelvin got me that one because obviously Kelvin and his crystals is a huge obsession, so he thought just for like my mum, sister, niece, Harper, he would just get a few of these rose quartz and stick them on my cupcake each, and then those cupcakes can be for obviously my niece, sister, mum, Harper, that sort of thing. Yeah, so these are the leaves that I got. I thought this would be perfect instead of making the fondant leaves for Ryder's cake. These like already come with a little like metal stick there that I can slide into the cake around where I ever so choose. So I got a bit bigger, smaller, and then these bigger leaves to stick in top of the cake. So yeah, like I can see it all in my head, but it's just bringing it all to life in reality is going to be the thing. But I also find that very fun. So I might get on to fixing up this photo banner now and string it all, and then that's done. Yeah, so you said this is what I've done here. This is, okay, so that is Ryder. I thought that was Ryder at 8 months because when I look at his 9 months, I don't know, they seem a bit similar. So I thought they could have been a month apart. However, that's Ryder's 8 months there, and then that's Ryder at 6 months. So I'll have to swap these ones around. So there's the red velvet little one. Gonna go in the oven now, along with that other sized one. Okay, so the photo banner is finally completed. That's just how I did it. Yeah, so really actually happy with that, considering how cheap it was. Like, once I've poked out the little holes and everything on the months, it actually looks pretty cute. So I finished the sort of like food label, table food labels, whatever you want to call them, yesterday. I finished them yesterday, so I'm really happy with them. So I just sort of did this on Canva, wrote what each one was. We have had so much trouble finding banana lollies. We found one packet, and that was at the back because Colvin got down at Coles and sort of was looking around on the shelves and then found it in the back, and it was like a lifesaver. We'll see how they go. There's still bananas, staying with that jungle theme, so that was good. Glad we found them. So yeah, I just sort of made up these, and like monkey chow, that is like banana, the dried banana chips. So, and I already had some of them here for Harper. So yeah, and chocolate jungle munch. I found this on Google, like all these names off Google. But yeah, this is sort of like popcorn drizzled with like a trail mix and then drizzled with melted chocolate. And then you're meant to add some sort of like grub lollies in there, but again, I could not find them, like worm lollies. Obviously there's heaps of snakes, but yeah, I couldn't find them. So I just went with a sour worm because I thought that's the closest thing, even though they're sour. But anyway, I thought that one was pretty cute. And it was inspired from The Lion King. So yeah, sort of like what they eat, Timon and Pumbaa. So yeah, and yeah, giraffe spots. So this one is like a grain wave sort of chip. Giraffe, like the stripes, spots on a giraffe. And then beetle wings. So beetle wings is just like a Lay's thin potato chip. So that one I thought was really cute. And then lizard eyes is hummus. So obviously you got the dip as well in there. And then grubs. Grubs were meant to be like the worms. And then gorilla poop. Now gorilla poop is craisins, like dried cranberries, craisins, and then dipped in melted chocolate. So I thought that one was a really good idea. Fake eggs was green grapes. So I thought that was cute, and that's also like a healthy snack. But we did pick up a party mix of party pies and sausage rolls, because obviously that's like your main sort of party foods. So now what I'm going to quickly do, probably like the last thing of the day, because those cakes are done. I'm going to, now I cut out some more of these. I've still got more to cut out tonight, but I thought with what I've got, so that it's not all a big bunch all at once, I'll cut out the rest tonight when the kids are asleep, the animals, and then, because obviously I wanted 12 for the cupcakes, for cake toppers. So this one's a bit, I'm not overly happy with it, but I think I'm just gonna go with it. I don't like, obviously, this white in between his arms and his body, but it's very tricky to get. Yeah, so I'm just going to run with that one. And yeah, I just printed these off Canva. So I'm going to just use good old toothpicks, stick them on obviously the backs there where you cannot see them, and then we stick them in the cupcakes. So it's very cute. And on the other sheet that I haven't cut out yet, I've got some sort of leaves. So yeah, we'll just add a leaf in here and there throughout the 12 cupcakes. So yeah, as I was cutting out some of them animals last night, I was just thinking the things us mothers do for kids' birthday parties. And I think only, and my girlfriend actually said to me, oh, it's funny, as they get older, and that's when they sort of really remember and sort of pay attention and care about the parties, is when we sort of back off and a bit with it. And I was like, I probably won't go out to this extent, but obviously making their cakes and things like that, I think that's going to be a tradition, I can't really say tradition, that I'm going to obviously stick with. I made Bentley's cakes, and I've done it now for Harper's past 2 birthdays. So obviously it only seems fair that Ryder gets the same as well. And I suppose, like, it's only, well, twice a year I make these sort of cakes. So yeah, the things we do for them. But yeah, but I still have fun with it, even though sometimes it can get overwhelming and stressed. But when it's all come together and you can see it come together, you sort of like, yeah, like it makes it all that much more well worth it. Probably pretty well end the vlog here after this for today. So how stinking cute are these? And really, apart from the cutting out, which was a pain, or okay. Like at the end of the day, they're really cute and they're something I've made myself. So that always makes you that little bit more prouder. But yeah, very, very cute to stick in the cupcakes. And I almost forgot, we picked these things up from the party shop. They're in that box up in top of the wardrobe. So anyway, we picked up some sort of jungle themed safari balloons. And then this balloon, so Kelvin today, while I'm icing the cupcakes and the cake, huge jobs, he's going to take the kids to Spotlight, get these blown up, obviously with helium, so that they'll stand up, like float up. And then I saw these there, obviously completely go with the theme. So pick them up to put on the cake as well. Kelvin just picked that up because Kelvin's Kelvin. So he thought he'd just wear that around, probably not for long. And then I picked up these food colouring, so brown and orange, because I'm going to do like these two colours on the cake. So like float together sort of thing, like blend in together, orange and brown. And then I can just add green like for grassy sort of texture feature. And I just picked up this, I think it's like 10 in there, bowls to put the party food in. And then this Kelvin actually spotted. So this will be perfect, obviously, again, like the grassy theme, like the greenery, to sit the cake on. So I forgot we had them. So now I'm going to get back to icing these cupcakes. I've just stopped there with the cupcakes for a minute because the icing was going a little bit runny, more than I would have liked, obviously from the heat from my hand and standing near this window. And it's actually a really beautiful day today, so like it's not really cold even though I have this jumper on. But yeah, so just a few more to go and then we can get on to the cake. Very, I'm nervous but very looking forward to doing it as well, just to see what I can create. But yeah, so the cupcakes are done, so happy with them. And then obviously tomorrow on the actual party I'll just stick the cake toppers in them. But yeah, so I'm going to get on with the cake now. I'm very excited and a bit nervous as well. But for the sort of turntable, I'm just using this timber turntable that I just got from Reject Shop, I think, a while ago. It sits in my pantry with all the sauces and stuff on it. I used this for Harper's last birthday and it worked really well. So I'm going to get on with the cakes now, towering them up and then doing the crumb coat and then doing the actual coloured icing layers. It actually feels like it's come over a bit, I don't know, it gives that vibe of gonna rain or something, but we'll see what happens. It's really unbelievable the amount of icing you need when doing a cake like this, like the towered cake. I had no idea until I started making them. Like, the icing is incredible. Obviously the cakes were sitting on the breakfast bar and Harper seen them and went over and sort of practically grabbed hold of this cake here. As you can see, looks like a chunk's been taken out of it. So I'm going to have to use a lot of icing to sort of patch up that to give it a rounded effect. The red velvet cupcake mix is delicious, but I have found that it is a lot more crumbly than the normal vanilla cake mix when trying to smear the icing over it. But yeah, I'm just trying to work here with what I've got. Red velvet cake is going. It's far too crumbly. I don't know if it's something when I baked it or if they're just like that, but the vanilla isn't like that. It isn't crumbling when I smear the icing over it. So I attempted to cut off that piece and try and just make the cake a bit smaller, but complete fail. And I thought, is it even going to stick anyway? And certainly not. Complete fail, but let's keep moving on. Seeing that red velvet cake mix didn't work. Don't even know if these little ones are going to work. Yeah, we'll give it a go. Starting to feel a little bit disheartened with it, but gonna need so much icing to cover this outside of this cake. It felt so much easier when I did Harper's. I don't know if it's the layering, different layering I thought I would do for Ryder's or what. Yeah, and I don't know if I feel like I should stick a bamboo skewer through this to hold up, but I did try and pack icing sugar under this side to sort of lift it up, but yeah, starting to feel anxious, nervous, all the feels. How have I been towards making the cake, Kelvin?
Do you really want me to answer that? Ridiculous.
Okay. Oh, so yeah, you put it in the second. Oh.
Yeah, but I think there's a bit more of it in.
Yeah, well, I think that looks right, because then the one shot makes the one sort of show more.
Yeah, that's good, isn't it? Oh, so looking up to the side, not even.
No. Good job.
I'm playing for Ryder's birthday.
Oh. Are you excited?
Oh,
Yeah. Yeah, I think it looks good.
Look at your cake. What is it?
What do you think's wrong with it?
That's very great.
Whoa.
Oh.
Jump, jump.
I was just Tim and great. Yeah.
Yes.
Daddy, look what I have.
Oh, yum. You gonna eat him up?
Ryder?
That looks pretty cool. It does from here. So it's the day of the party today. I've got my makeup done. I'm not dressed yet, but I just wanted to run around and do a few last minute things before getting dressed. Kelvin's run to Spotlight to get the balloons made up because we wanted them to have helium in them to float. So we did a lot last night. We're up till nearly 10. So Kelvin done really, really well because he came off the night shift the night before and he had like 5 hours sleep and then woke up and helped me. So yeah, God bless him. So grateful for his help. So far, Harbour's just over there. Ryder's currently having a nap. So that's the balloon garland. Absolutely love it. That's from Temu and it actually is well worth, and Temu's pretty cheap. So pretty happy with that. And then also the banner. I wasn't sure about it at first, but when I opened it and actually had a proper look at it, quite happy with it. So yeah, but those balloons, just absolutely love it. Love everything so far. Now I've only got a few bits of food out for the moment. This is the table that my girlfriend lent me, and then also that white tablecloth. So that'll be just like the food, and the cupcakes are still gonna go out. The birthday cake, obviously. And then over here, we just have sort of like the sitting table where people can sit and talk and eat and whatever else. And the little baby pad down here, obviously for Ryder and Ellie. You gonna say hello to everyone, bub? Say good morning. Good morning. You're excited for Ryder's party, aren't you? You just want to eat all the food.
It's Ryder's party.
It is. Yeah, so really, really happy with that, and I'm thinking the balloons that Kelvin's picking up will stand here and then we can get photos in front of that. So love. Now I'm not going to lie, yesterday when I was making the cake I was in full stress, gonna have a mental breakdown mode, and then I mentioned on the stories I always retaliate sort of to Kelvin, like because he's the closest to me, which isn't ideal for him, so he cops the blunt of it. But yeah, I wasn't entirely happy with the cake to start with. It's not exactly what I envisioned. I sort of wish I didn't do the extra section on top, but it is what it is now and we just have to roll with it. But once it all sort of, I put the pieces on, I feel better about it now. But Yeah, and then Colvin and me had a go at making the Play-Doh animals last night. That's the first time we've ever sort of done anything like that, and actually turned out pretty good. So we're pretty happy with that, which you'll see in here in a moment. But yeah, so it's 10:05 now. Get going and get dressed because the party starts at 10:30.
That is Ryder's twins.
Yeah, how
So
cool.
don't pop it.
I'm not bad. I'll pay for it. Trust me. I'm not going to pop
Don't
it.
pop it.
How much was it?
Oh, it's 20 something for the invitation, really.
How much?
24.
Oh.
It's gonna be
Super cool,
When
isn't
did
it?
pop? I thought I heard it pop.
Hello. How are you?
good.
Keep going.
Keep going. Keep going. Wow.
Wow.
That's crows, remember?
What's that? Oh, good boy.
Oh, pretty cool.
English, Spanish, and French. That's three.
Hang on.
Right. That's yours. I'm gonna read it.
That's $20.
Said,
Here's Ryder, big boy. Happy first birthday. Love you lots. Oh, no.
Oh. You say thanks, Oma.
let's see what's next.
There. Oh, you're getting upset. You're getting upset.
Where you going?
Get one out of
Bro, you missed it out. What are you doing?
What about Paul Ryder? He was a...
Whoa!
Yeah.
Hey, look! Look what he rides. You know that's fun, that's
Yeah, that's cute, the timber one.
Here, buddy. Behind you.
That's cute.
Look! That's Ryder.
Okay.
I did it. I did it. Look, Mommy. Oh, okay.
You didn't write it. Yeah.
Look.
Yeah, that's very cool. Remember that. Hey, buddy.
scarf. There you go, where's your scarf on? Ooh! There you like your scarf. There you go. There's your scarf. Yeah.
I can this. It's a bracelet.
Come here. Oh, pretty, Harper. Is it?
That's gonna blow it.
Yeah, you blow it out.
Let's say
Go blow it out.
Gotta sing, ready? Happy birthday to Ryder. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Ryder. Happy birthday to you.
Hooray! Hooray!
Hooray!
Hooray!
Hooray! Come on, big boy.
Ready, Mum?
You want me to have that?
She might spit on it.